All right, we're live. Can we end it now? Can we be done? Can we be
We
done
done?
for the night? Can we just
Well, that's the podcast, boys.
say we drank these beers and
Yep. I
be done
drank
with
my beer. I'm good.
it? I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I don't wait.
You don't want it?
Mike's a little funky. Which one?
Whose
Which
mic's a
Mike?
little funky?
Whose Mike's a little funky? Who's Mike?
Let's see.
Let's see. Whose mic is a little funky? Because mine is set.
Too soon?
What?
this
God
better
damn
not be a joke.
Son of a bitch, Matt. We're very paranoid about this.
Yeah, very paranoid about mics.
I've checked.
I checked all of mine.
Yeah, I've checked mine neurotically so far tonight. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
that's rough. I
Fuck
hate you,
Matt.
Matt. I love you. I hate you. That's Uncle Lager ruled, by the way.
He's such a piece of shit.
Oh man, he was waiting to get you on that.
Yeah, he really was.
We were
Been sitting
talking
on
about
that for a week.
We were talking about your excessive tapping of the mic
Oh.
when you found out. Oh, so bad.
All right, so we're live for another episode, and
I'm excited for this one.
I'm not.
Well, I mean, the ending's not going to be good for all parties involved.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be a tough one. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I have total confidence in you, Tom. This is going to be. I mean, you wanted to get the crispy enlightenment. This last beer is going to crisp you. I think you're going to get an overdose of crisp.
I have some feelings about this.
Yes.
We'll get to it when we get to the beer, but yeah, I've had like Vietnam flashbacks ever since you said we were going to do this beer. Because we did this style a long time ago.
We have some PTSD.
Yeah, this is probably second, maybe the second up there with the cardamom beer, as far as as far as ones I wish I could forget. But
Tom, are you just waiting for me to slide through the front door back there behind you?
Yeah. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I should have had that.
It's not. It's Nugget Nectar season, Jerry.
Shit. What were the peaches? They were. Fuck, I forget what the very juicy peaches.
Is that the I could eat peach all day? No, that was something else.
It was like a made up thing of peaches that Kramer kept trying to get. Let's see, peaches. It's gonna bother me so much. Mackinac peaches from Oregon.
Mackinac peaches from Oregon.
Yeah.
Stone fruit capital of the United States, guys.
Yeah, it's from Oregon, which is ripe for only 2 weeks a year. He said Kramer said it's like having a circus in your mouth. Oh man. Oh, what a show.
It's got the shelf life of a smoothie sour right there.
What's that?
You only drink it 2 weeks. Yeah. Just 2 weeks. You only got 2 weeks to drink it.
Yeah, it's either going to be a circus in your mouth or a circus wherever you're storing it.
Or a circus in your toilet.
Yeah, a circus painted on your walls.
Or toilet bowl.
Yeah, so we're back for another week. Video boys, thank you. Stream boys, whatever we're going to call you.
Stream boys in the house.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, it's a knife fight.
It is a knife fight.
You know, I tagged them in the last reel that I put up.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we get a little response, you know, since I think we've mended fences there somewhat. Nothing.
You know, it's fine, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm not sweating it.
I mean, I guess the group is going off about bourbon. See, like Bourbon County Goose Island Nugget Nectar. It's two separate things for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. And I mean, everybody knows Bourbon County is not like,
Pennsylvania anymore.
well, it's not even Pennsylvania. It's not even that it's not
It wa
Pennsylvania. It was never Pennsylvania.
it was
It
never
was,
Pennsylvania, but, it doesn't have anything to do with PA, like, we're
but it's also not, it's not the same. It's not the same Bourbon County anymore. It's, you know, it's like if somebody, I don't know,
yeah.
they will acknowledge me. They will. I sit at the head of the table, Dylan. Um, yeah, few people get that reference. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to describe it. It's like if like some like small batch like root beer company was out there making like really good, home brewed root beer, and then Pepsi bought them.
Oh, like
You know?
Hanks?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. And then
Goose Island Bourbon County Stout is the Hanks root beer of
yeah,
bourbon barrel stouts.
yeah, and then it just gets real shitty. Like it gets, it's isn't Bourbon County's not shitty, but it's not as good, and it's not like worth the hype that it used to be. Like when Bourbon County Day was like a thing.
Yeah,
Um,
it's good, it's just not hype good, like,
right.
you know, there's so many breweries that do the same thing that are,
Yeah.
you know, a lot better, a lot more hyper
Yeah.
local too, and
Yep.
you're supporting a small business right around the corner from your house.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we like to do, man. Rather than go out and, you know, grab a whole bunch of nonsense, support local. All the local breweries around here do such good shit. Dan, just acknowledge me, please. Acknowledge me. I'm the head of the table. Acknowledge me.
Tom, I think you have the production ability to just put yourself in that music video and you just scream.
Yeah, I think I have the
I think you could
production
do that.
ability. Yeah, I think I could do that.
Tom, do you have the scream though?
Ah!
Oh,
Wah!
that that was perfect. That
So
was
it's gonna be me
perfect.
going wah a whole bunch of times. All right, let's get the audio rolling here.
Let's do it.
Yo, welcome back, everybody.
Yo.
Welcome back to another exciting, action-packed episode of your favorite podcast, the greatest podcast to exist in the history of podcasts. Some people say. I've been told. Some people have said it, not me. But some people have said it. It's not the best impression, but
I don't know. You had the Trump hands going. I was gonna say you had the hands nailed, but it
yeah, you
was
just gotta,
yeah.
yeah. Ooh, wasn't me. I don't. Somebody was saying it. um, yeah, it's the greatest podcast that exists in the history of podcasts. The internationally acclaimed Cindy Crawford approved podcast of hops, high fives, and friendship. I
Don't
am
hit
your
it too
host.
hard, man. You don't want to switch the mics up.
We can't. You audio listeners won't get that, but
Nope.
yeah, a select few will. I'm your host, the crispiest of boys. Second nickname TBA. It's Tom.
And I'm your other host. I am getting into them juicy nugs, so I'm the Nug Master General this
Ooh.
evening. The
Oh, nope.
Royersford Rattlesnake.
Premature.
Premature glass crack.
Yeah, premature glass crackulation.
Hell yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
Dan.
All right, everybody. This, the past couple weeks it's been a real pleasure. Just scrolling through the playlist. I feel
Picking the right emo category for this one.
yeah. I feel like
Right era of emo.
I feel like the I think we have like half of the year already planned out through the playlist. Um, I am going to sometime this week, maybe Thursday. I'm gonna get the Spotify playlist going, and we'll put it out there via our Instagram. Um, yeah, it's 2023 mo, guys. You know, it's 2023 mo. It's the
Get that black hair, the studded belt, skinny
yeah,
jeans,
yeah, we need
oversized skate shoes.
yeah, just real fat tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um yeah, this has been so far my favorite. I no slight to butt rock, but I think this is probably going to be my favorite year of the music intro.
We said this last year.
Yeah. And it disappointed. So we'll
Let's
see. I
see.
mean,
We'll see
we're
you
set
guys
up.
in June, though. We have high
Yeah,
hopes, but we'll see you in June.
yeah, that was about the time we started to get burnt out on it. Anyway, all right, everybody. It's 2023 Mo, and we are the best friends podcast in the world, and we are starting the podcast right now.
Peak emo here, Tom.
Yeah. Yeah. This is I feel like this is one of those songs when you think emo, you think of
I always heard stories that this guy would just like scream so hard that he would throw up on stage.
and then he would drink to throw up.
Yeah,
Like he was
I didn't hear about that. I heard about he would just go and then it would just like throw up at the same time.
I remember the first time I saw Bert on the Osbournes because he was
Oh
dating
yeah.
yeah, he was dating Chunky Kelly Osbourne.
Yeah, didn't he have that like red like eyeshadow on that made him look like he had AIDS or something? Like he
Yeah.
looked real frail and sick. Like he looked
Oh yeah, he had that like heroin chic thing going on. Like he was
yeah.
looking sickly.
He always had a mouth like a Muppet too. He looked like a Muppet that was like on a street next to Sesame Street, but they never talked about that street.
It was the Chappelle show Sesame Street.
Oh yeah. That was at Knee High Park or something.
I forget, something like that. But yeah, I remember seeing him on that. I was like, oh yeah, this guy probably has like their band's probably pretty rad. And I listened to him and I was like, wait, this comes out of that? Like he looked like super like grungy. Like I thought he was gonna be like hardcore. Like I thought they were gonna have kind of like an Every Time I Die kind of feel, like a little like screamy. And
Yeah.
and then I heard Taste of Ink and I was like, huh? Huh?
he was
Really?
he was adorable.
Yeah.
He
He
lives in
was like,
Australia now.
makes sense.
I feel
It
like
tracks.
88% of everything in Australia would most likely kill Bert, and he lives there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm at like 60 to 75% of things in Australia will kill me. He's a frail boy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is he
I don't know.
still
Did he
very
bulk up
slight?
after everybody just like told him how sick he looked on the Osbournes?
Yeah. Well, he didn't take it like that. He thought everyone was like, yeah, yeah, you look so sick, bro. Wow.
Yeah,
Shot,
that was
bro.
the thing. That was the thing back then. Like how disheveled can you look, or like just how malnourished can your singer look?
His name is Burt McCracken.
Yeah, I know. Wasn't
Uh,
that the name of Bill Murray's character in
film.
Kingpin?
No. Oh. Big Earn McCracken.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know the last time
gross.
you guys watched Kingpin. It holds up and is still one of the most underrated comedy movies of all
Still one
time.
of the funniest movies of all time.
Yeah. He beefed up a little bit. He's got a real dork haircut now, though.
He didn't bulk up like the singer of Every Time I Die who tried to have his wife killed. That guy
No.
got like prison heavy. He's got like he bulked up.
Yeah. No, he's like, I mean, he's gotten like just like put on more weight like as he got older. Like he's definitely like he's pretty jacked now. Well, not jacked, but like shredded. Like he's like muscular now. He's not like that like skinny, like sickly looking guy.
Yeah, I could see your screen. He kind of looks like mid 2000s emo Morrissey.
Yeah. He looks like he's ready to do a DJ set now. Yeah.
He's a roadie for Diplo.
All right, guys. Let's get into some
Let's get some housekeeping and let's get into some beer, Tom. Let's get into some beer.
Yeah. All right, guys. You all know what to do. Follow, rate, review. Follow us on all podcast platforms wherever you listen to the podcast. Mainly Apple Music, I suppose. I guess everybody really listens to it on there. Majority. And I guess you can subscribe on Spotify. I don't know how.
Have people stopped asking Alexa if they can listen to our podcast?
No, I think it's pretty steady. It stayed pretty steady.
Nice. But yeah, you can do that too. We're on Alexa. We got Amazon, we got Google, we've got it all, baby.
We are everywhere that you could possibly need us. But yeah, give us a follow, give us a rating. Dan, what's that rating?
5-star party, baby.
And choose a review. If you guys don't want to support us monetarily, that's fine. It's all good. We don't forget. We'll forgive, but we don't forget. But it's fine if you don't want to support us monetarily. But if you don't want to do that, you can support the podcast by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts.
Leave us a scathing review. Leave us something that'll give us a giggle. I was gonna say, I think the last one we got from our boy, the Beer Mule, was pretty epic. Gotta say.
Yeah,
perfect.
We came in with some heat in the review section. So yeah, go to Apple Podcasts, go to our podcast and leave a review. 5-star party review. There you go. That's simple.
I just left a 5-star rating. Apparently, I could just keep doing this.
You can just keep doing it. You can do it. That's how we talked about this before, Dan. Raging against the machine, man. Fight the algorithm.
I swear I did it before. Maybe I just didn't. I don't know. Maybe it's my first time rating our own podcast.
But if you do want to be, one of our best friends, and you do want to support us monetarily, there's multiple ways you can do that. One is through our host website, anchor.fm. You can go in there and you can subscribe, I think, or donate. I forget what to support, something like that.
Yeah, click on this. There's a support link at anchor.fm/bestbestfriendspod.
/support. Yeah.
Yep. There's a link there. You can sign up to support the podcast via Anchor, which is our podcast platform that we use. And Tom,
$4.99 a month. $4.99 a month.
Less than a cup of coffee.
less than a cup of coffee anymore. That's less than a Grandy at an Ariana Grande cup of coffee at Starbucks now.
That's one brown egg now, guys. That's one egg.
I wouldn't know, Dan. I'm just kind of above buying eggs at the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Just, it's so nice when you have your own little farm.
Hipster Tom, the egg farmer.
I can
goes out there with his overalls that haven't seen any manual labor.
I can fashion this into a scarf.
I could see you with a brand new straw hat and overalls, just going out there
and getting real
day, right?
Getting real mad if my brand new boots get any mud on them.
Gotta go shine these.
Yep. But the other way that you can support the podcast is, and probably the easiest and cheapest way for you to support the podcast is through Twitch, which is arguably the best way to view the podcast.
There's been some debate.
If you go on Twitch, if you have an Amazon Prime account, and you link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch, you can subscribe through Prime, free of charge to you. You still see the money.
Have we had any subscriptions via Prime?
Oh yeah. I think we're up to I think we're almost at 10 subs.
10 subs? Awesome.
Yeah, almost. So that helps us out.
What's that? What's those cheddar biscuits look like?
What's that?
What do we got? What do we got with these 10 subs? What are we looking at? What's Granddaddy Bezos throwing down to us?
I don't know. I don't know what the grand total is. I know. I think it's like a 50-50 split with Twitch when you do a sub through Prime. So we don't see all the
Bezos
money.
is just basically just kicking some money to us.
Yeah, and some shekels, if you will.
Yeah, some shekels from Granddaddy Bezos's wallet.
Yeah,
I feel like he doesn't actually have a real wallet. He probably has one of those money bags that has like the money sign on it.
yeah.
You think he just walks around with that?
100%. Yeah,
He's like
Scrooge
buying
McDuck
coffee at he's buying coffee at Starbucks. He's like, hold on a second. And he just like pulls out the
reaches into the
money
sack.
sack.
Yeah. But yeah, you go through Twitch, shoot us a sub with Prime. Doesn't cost you anything. We get some money, and we haven't pulled any money from the podcast yet. And when we do, it's all going to be for merch and new equipment. I mean, we're not lining our pockets with it. That's for damn sure.
I don't know, Tom. I haven't seen the money in a while. Where's it going, Tom?
Is
it going to the eggs? Is it going to the chickens?
Dan, just trust. It's still there.
Still there. It's with the chickens.
It's still there.
Tell me you just bought a goat.
No. Just a baby Highland cow. It's all right. All right, and then guys, we are, as always, we're part of the Hopped Up Network. Hopped Up Network is an ever-growing group of independent craft beer podcasts, much like our own. If you like our podcast, you might like the others on the network. You can follow them on Instagram at Hopped Up Network, and check out their website www.hoppedupnetwork.com. All right, man, I'm getting through that. I was like, man, I am parched.
I've had this like arm's length away, ready to go.
Hey Dan, we got a chat in here offering us viewers, followers, views, chat bots. Whew. Price lower than any of the competitor. All right. Oh, and I see. I'm not going to say their website, but it's a shit coin.
Oh man.
Yeah. So promoting that, so it's legit. But anyway, let's start off, Dan. We got a goat. We got a speaking of
we got an MVP of craft beer here.
Yeah, boys. It's Nugget Nectar season.
Nugget Nectar season, boys.
So we got Nugget Nectar. If you don't know Nugget Nectar, just turn off the podcast because I don't know why you're here. But we'll get learned. I'll school you here. It's a 7.5% alcohol by volume. It's a red ale. You heard me right.
It's a 93 IBU red ale, baby.
A red ale. For all of you that say, not really a good IPA, but it's okay. It's not an IPA. It's a red ale. Squeeze those hops for all they're worth and prepare to pucker up. Troza's newest batch brew, Nugget Nectar Ale, will take hopheads to nirvana with a heady collection of Nugget, Warrior, and Tomahawk hops. Starting with the same base ingredients of our flagship hopback amber ale, Nugget Nectar intensifies the malt and hop flavors to create an explosive hop experience.
I am ready.
What a perfect review here. I mean, it should be higher than 3.75 stars, but neither here nor there. Fuck the Cowboys. You know what?
North Wales beer.
Yeah.
It's a good one there. I like that.
Yeah. Let's get this out of here before I go down a rabbit hole.
I know. I'm looking for like that practically perfect.
Oh no, I was looking for the 2.5, not a great IPA.
I was waiting for the practically perfect 4.25.
Daniel.
Oh, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1. Wow. That was a good virtual synchronicity there.
That was good. Explosion of hop, like sensory. It's just coming through the nose. Oh man. I'm stoked. Tom, I love your background for all the listeners there. Got the Seinfeld background.
Yeah.
For that. I actually got my Seinfeld glass for this too.
Wow. On theme. We did not, and not planned. Not even planned.
Not even planned.
Not even planned.
I had to get the beer It's my beer Nazi glass, so had to get
Oh,
that
there you
going.
go. I much like you have a heavy head pour here, and
Oh, can you see it jiggle? Look, 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 look.
oh,
See it jiggle?
ooh, ooh, do we?
Dude,
Ooh, let's see.
there's some ITUs in this bad boy.
Oh, that's a thick boy.
Oh,
Get that drip.
oh,
Get that drip. Get that drip. Ooh, jiggle it
oh
off.
shit.
There you
All
go.
right, I'm ready to drink this. Let's do it.
Yes, Daniel. Cheers, bud.
I'm actually getting myself a true mustache that I can never grow.
Mm.
Delicious.
Yep.
Tom, I think we never made it official last year or the year before that, but we have to have an official Nugget Nectar episode every year.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we've done it, but I don't think it's been official, like you said. They were the unofficial Nugget Nectar episodes.
Look at
Yeah.
this thing. Look at this thing twerk, man.
Jiggle, 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 jiggle. You can't see it yet because of this delightful foam head here, but
I mean, look at that.
yeah.
Look, you can see me through this. Here, I'll just do the podcast like this. Oh,
I'm
look.
okay with that.
I look like
Um,
Modoc.
I've got my bestest mensch glass.
Oh yeah, I got the bestest mensch.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
All right. So let's get this coat in our palates here, and let's talk about Nugget Nectar season. Oh, great question. I was kind of thinking about that. If there was an official Best Friends Pod beer, would this be it?
That's a good question. I would say no, only because it's once a year. This is.
Go ahead.
I would say. I mean, we do both love it, but I think if it was something that we could get year round, it would be the official pod beer.
So I would say yes, just because we've had it, I think, for every season.
We
And
have.
it was featured on our first episode,
It was
our unofficial first episode, or
our
actually
unofficial first episode.
our official first episode.
Yes.
I think our unofficial first episode, the lost episode, which you can go back and listen to. We put it out there.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, the lost
That's
episode.
season 1, or did we put that one out in season 2?
I think that was season 1.
Okay.
I think it was like towards the tail end of season 1.
We put it out.
Yeah, the lost episode's out there. That was the actual first episode that we did. I don't know why we didn't put it out.
Oh, wasn't there like a problem with the audio or something? I thought there was a problem with the upload or the audio or something with it. Did you have to go and fix a bunch of stuff with it?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. I'll have to go back and listen because I think I did a whole episode, a whole intro by myself doing, I don't know, was it by myself or was it with you? We did an intro for the lost episode.
We did.
Talking about why we didn't release it. But
yeah, it's been so long.
I think the beer that we had on the unofficial first episode, was it Dead Guy?
I forget. I thought it was Flannel Weather for some reason.
I thought it was Dead Guy because we set it up as like that's like the beer that kind of got us in, one of the beers that got us into craft beer.
I know, but like we weren't really about the craft beer initially. We were just like, hey, whatever we had. And I think the one thing we were hyped on when we started the podcast, because you were like traveling up north, was you had Flannel Weather and we found it down here. And then it was right around that time we had Nugget Nectar too. So I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah.
If only we had an up-to-date list of all the podcast beers on a website or an app, an application of some sort that like you could check.
I don't think anything like that exists, Dan.
I don't think so.
But I don't think we uploaded that. We would have uploaded that anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to go back and look and see. So if you don't think
I would say like I definitely posted a picture of Nugget Nectar as one of our first pictures of our podcast.
Well, yeah, no, I agree with that. But I'm talking about what beer would have been on the lost episode.
Yeah, that's too far back in time right there.
Yeah. So Dan, if you don't think that Nugget Nectar is the official podcast beer, what do you think the official pod beer would be?
Well, I'm gonna go with High Life. Only
Um,
because we've also had that multiple times on the podcast. It's a
yeah.
year-round thing. I think it's the crispy beer that we kinda come together on, the Hop Master and the Crispy Boy.
Mhm.
We come together that. I would almost even put Banquet beer up there too. If it's gonna be an official pod beer, it's gotta be available for off episodes, it's gotta be there. It's gotta be it's definitely not the Imprint Smoothie, Dylan, so
Yeah. Um, what imprint smoothie would be the
did you see that Squid Ink crap that they did?
no.
It, like, pours out like squid ink. It was like Smoogie squid ink, and it literally looks I don't know, it looks disgusting. I haven't tried it, so I don't know, like, what kind of fruit flavors were involved in that travesty, but just I've seen some pictures.
Yeah, I haven't really I don't think I've seen anything from Imprint since I don't even know how long. But yeah, the first episode, the lost episode is episode number 7
Oh, okay.
because
Man.
we uh we called it the Corona Sode, aka the lost first episode, because this is when I think lockdown happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is because it's like the first episode that we had because we had Mike Doherty on and then we had the Corona Sode. I think somebody canceled on us.
Oh, okay, so we just kinda put that out. I was gonna
Yeah.
say we definitely started before
And
lockdown.
that yeah, we started before no, the when we put it out, it was like as like a filler episode. But in the description it says we did Sweep the Leg by Stickman and
Oh,
we did
that was a hazy.
we checked in on Lil Lunchbox. So we must have done part of an episode and then the rest of the episode was that lost episode.
We must have, yeah, because yeah, I seem to remember drinking Nugget Nectar. I'm not sure if I remember doing
That
Dead
was
Guy though.
that was the official first episode. Episode number
Yeah,
1. If you go and listen to that, that is Nugget Nectar.
yeah, but I would put Dead Guy as like a podcast beer too because that is another one that we drank a lot of. I mean, and we also talked about Brawler too. I mean, we
Yeah,
have plenty of I think I can't pinpoint an official podcast beer, but this ranks up there in the
yeah,
podcast beer like
in the lore.
in the lore of
Yeah,
podcast beers, yes.
the BBF verse. We I
BBFU,
yeah. I do like
name of the podcast.
BBFU.
Yep.
I do like I do like the idea of doing like the banquet beer or high life
That's like
as
the official year-round beer.
yeah. And it's like one like we you can enjoy it all year long. I mean it's crispy, it's one that like I feel like we rediscovered a love of it on the podcast.
We did, definitely. It was oh, man.
So how are you feeling about Nugget Nectar?
I'm over here just like cleaning off the label with my thumb like I just found like a jewel in like a chest and I'm just like this is just nice. uh I love this beer. This is a beer we've talked about every season as something we always sought after. We always knew a guy who was getting it off of a shipment at
Mhm.
a local beer distributor and or supermarket who always set it aside for us and we always had some available. um, and God, it just always brings me back to why I love like just piney resinous hops. Like this was the beer, like it's a red ale that got me into IPAs. So it's definitely it definitely has a lot of history with me in terms of craft beer.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's something like it's the one beer I feel like that we actively like go out and like we're like, yes, it's time for nugget nectar season. Um, and so much so, like even when I was living in New York, I went on Untapped and found uh a little like craft shop below the girl that I was dating at the time, her apartment. They had nugget nectar.
You
So I was
lived
like,
above a craft shop?
I did not live. I was dating a girl that lived above a craft shop. But I remember I looked at like Untapped
I
and it
was
said it
definitely
was like,
not around for this. I would have capitalized on this so much. Like, Tom,
yeah.
let's go hang at your girl's house. No reason. I'll be downstairs though.
I remember like leaving like I was like looking it up. I was like, oh yeah, Nugget Nectar's out. I like searched it on Untapped and did like the little find it thing, and it was like 50 feet away. I was like, holy shit. And I like ran downstairs and like checked their thing, grabbed like a little 12 pack, brought it back up. And she was like, what's all the hype about? I was like, "Ah, you don't understand. This is so good.
Oh,
Yes, Barry Ches.
Barry's in the house. Don't worry.
Yes.
Don't worry, Barry. I got your photo. I'm ready to post it.
Sharing a nug.
He
Um,
he's drinking a nug too, guys. Let me get I'll get that window pulled up for the Ches Master here.
there he is.
Boom, there he is.
The Ches with the Nugget Nectar glass. What a flex.
I know that is the strong flex right there.
What an absolute Barry Ches flex.
Yeah.
Man. The
He is
guy
the king.
just
He is the
yeah,
king of Pennsylvania craft beer. I tell you.
yeah.
I tell you, unofficial
The guy just
royalty right
stays
here.
winning. Yeah. Um, yeah, I feel like I mean Trogs, anything hoppy with them is going to be a winner. I mean, they're so meticulous with their hop selection. Um, they get like the pick of the litter as far as hops go. You know,
Yeah.
Trogner is just like in with like all the hop farms and he's getting just like the best stuff.
He only leaves his yurt a few times a year,
Yeah.
and those few times he's selecting hops.
Yeah. Um, and they're always a winner. And this iteration is no different. It's bitter, but it's not like overwhelming. I feel like there is like a softness to it. Like it's not like crushing my palate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for 93 IBU. I mean, anything after 50 IBUs, it's really you just can't. There's no sensory
Right.
to that. It's like
Mhm.
you hit that, you've hit the top of the mountain. But I mean, it drinks so well. Like you said, it's not killing your palate. On the nose, just spectacular.
Mhm.
Just smells great. I mean, if you're a hophead, this is a beer you need to have in your arsenal. And I mean, they make it so readily available. Obviously, when we first started drinking it, and man, dude, when January rolled around and Facebook memories started flooding my phone,
Mhm.
it was like me of just taking pictures of Nugget Nectar every season, like it coming out. It was bottles. It was like 12-ounce cans. Only within the last couple of years, the 16-ounce can made an
Yeah, it's a new
appearance here.
addition.
Yeah. I do like having 16 ounces ready for this and just dunking it into a Nordic glass in the winter. Like the Nordic glass for me and like for this beer, in my opinion, is perfect. Just right on the nose, just smells great. And you just get the full like hop sensory experience. You get it on the nose, on the palate. Just a great way to drink this beer.
Yeah, I agree. Um, Dylan brought something up here. So he was just in Vegas. Vegas does not have much craft beer, and the craft beer that they have there is trash. Um, so you are drinking, a lot of macros. You can make the trek out to Beer Zombies out there. Um, Beer Zombies has a decent selection of beer as far as the stuff that they don't advertise. They're very similar to Imprint in that way, where it's like they have a bunch of like good lagers, and I think when I was out there, they had like a Murton and a Dunkel. Um,
But everyone lines up for like
They don't
the fruited
fruit shit, yeah.
smoothie
They
trash.
don't
Yeah.
they never advertise that stuff. So when I went in, like, I got to see, like, all like, their whole board, and I was like, "Oh my god, you guys have, like, a ton of lagers," and he's like, "Yeah, our lagers are actually really good." But
Well, Tom, back in the day, beer zombies used to just post where you needed to stand in line to get their beers. Like they would do an overhead of like, here's how the line's gonna form around the building.
right.
Like this is where you need to like for their releases when they had
Mhm,
those like hype beer like releases and stuff. And it was stupid. And like I thought it was stupid from like afar,
mhm.
but like having those places around us, but like having somebody doing their artwork, and I was like, "Oh yeah, you're doing the artwork for Beer Zombies." I look up Beer Zombies. I'm like, I would never stand in this line for this beer,
But
but I
they're
do love their merch, so I ordered a bunch of it.
their Vegas location is pretty cool because it's very small. Um, it's probably about the size of your basement, Dan. It's like, it's not like a huge location for like a tap house, but they have like over 20 taps, and it's like half their beer and then half guest
Yeah,
tap.
it's
So it's a great selection for craft beer at all. Um,
20
but
taps and having half of them being yours. I mean, that's still pretty good. I mean,
uh,
what is that? 14 to 15 taps is usually like a pretty decent
yeah,
selection for any craft brewery. So, I mean, yeah, 20
because they're not
taps
even
and
brewing there. It's just a tap house.
yeah, exactly. That's like they're bringing that stuff in.
Mhm. Yeah, and they had a good selection of other stuff. But yeah, so Dylan was just drinking Modelo, which is, I mean, that's kind of what you're getting in Vegas is like macro stuff, which is, I mean,
Modelo
not the
rules.
worst thing. But so Dan, that leads me to a question of what's a go-to vacation beer?
Ooh,
It's like you can't get craft beer, or you're going somewhere and you don't know if they have craft beer. What are you planning on?
ooh. Well, I kind of I kind of search out one that's like a pretty well-known craft beer that usually is out where I go places,
Mhm.
and kind of work from there. So like I say I'm going to the shore, we're
Mhm.
in Pennsylvania here. So if I'm going to Jersey or something, or if I'm going, say, like camping in Pennsylvania, or if I'm
Mhm.
going into states that are surrounding it, Founders is very easy to find
Okay,
in this region of the United States. Founders All Day IPA.
that's a
I
good
get
one.
the long 20 pack or whatever it's called, like it's a weird case. I don't know. It's not a 12 pack. It's not a 30 rack. It's not a 24. It's like a 20 or something.
Mhm.
I get that. And, I'm pretty good with that. And, whatever, drink off of, Yinglings or whatever loggers
Yeah,
that are in the cooler too that other people bring, we all kind of just mix it up. But that's one I usually search out for.
there you go, Steve. I don't know if he's just mashing the keyboard or whether that's dry hopped hazy. But I think all day hazy is, I mean,
I don't even want to, oh man, I don't even know if I want to try
okay, there he goes. There he
it.
goes. All day
Oh,
hazy.
oh man, all day IPA made it all. Of course, they made it all day hazy.
So mine, yeah, there you go. Corona or Bud Light limes. I mean, limeys are like the perfect beach beer. Fight me. I'll die on that hill. I'll die on that hill. But like kind of along what like Dylan was saying, when I went to Mexico, the the only beer like I had was the one that was stocked in our fridge. And they would always come up to the room and just restock the fridge. And it was two two Heineken, two Corona, and two Soul. And
Yeah,
I fell in love with Soul. Like
yeah,
I'm not a huge I don't really care for Heineken. I don't for something about that, like, it's kinda like Rolling Rock, there's something in there, like, the taste just does not agree with me.
yeah. I'm not a big fan of Heineken. I've never had a Soul. Last month I had a Pacifico, and I was like, oh, this wasn't bad. Like, just had it like a regular, like run of the mill Pacifico, and I thought it was
Mhm.
pretty. I was like, yeah, this is pretty good, solid.
Soul is like a standard, like, Mexican lager, but for some reason down there, it just, like, hit. Like, it was like a perfect, like, crispy lager. I was like, "Man, this is it." And, like, I'll bring that down to the beach every once in a while. Like if I can find, not if I can find it because it's pretty readily available wherever you
Yeah, I was
go.
gonna say it's not something you really have to search for.
No, and it's what I mean. Like if you go somewhere, you grab Soul. It's a damn good beer. I feel like it's a low key good beer. Like you said, not many people like. I feel like not many people talk about it, but give it a go. It's a worthwhile trip there.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
a little Presidente action.
yeah. I was gonna say I've had a lot of Mexican lagers over the last like couple months, only because there's a really good Mexican restaurant like pretty close to in the next town, Phoenixville, and it just has a great menu of Mexican beers. And every single one I had, I'm always like, man, why don't I drink more of these?
There you go, Steve. Line and Kugel Shandy. It's a good beef beer.
Oh man,
It's
I'm not ashamed. It's too much sugar for me. They're too sweet.
yeah. I feel like I used to like the shandies, and as I've gotten as I've gotten my old man stomach, like as
Yeah, I'm
my
not trying to lose a foot now at my old
yeah, as
age.
my gut biome has taken shape, it is rejecting those kind of beers. Um, yeah, look, Guinness can be poured for you. Um, Guinness is I mean that's an easy order at like a bar or like a restaurant that you go out to on vacation. Um, it's not like not like a shore house or beach house. Like I'm not keeping uh Guinness in the fridge, you know?
Yeah.
And Andy, you are big L here. Big L on those Sea Isle iced teas. Those are trash garbage, undrinkable
They
bullshit.
represent the garbage of Sea Isle too.
It's
That's
horrible.
when I think of garbage Sea Isle, I think of those iced tea Sea Isle iced tea drinks.
I
Who
got
made
sucked in
those?
um shit. They somebody I forget who it was. There was some kind of drama with that. I got
There's a
sucked
lot of drama behind it.
I got sucked in by the artwork on it because it looks like the elementary school iced tea carton that you get.
Wasn't it Kate May or something?
It
Was
was
Kate
something
May
like that.
involved in it?
Something
I
like
don't know.
that. But yeah, I got sucked in with that. I was grabbing beer at fuck, what's the
Gleason's?
beer? No, not Gleason's. The beer and liquor store
Kicks?
on JFK? Is that Kicks or
No, that's La Costa.
not La Costa? La Costa doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, well, that was the one that was attached to La Costa there. That's
No, it's
JFK.
across the street from La Costa. It's like
Oh, it's on
Sandals or some
Landis.
bullshit.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's uh, I was in there grabbing like some beer, and I saw them. I was like, oh, I'll grab one and try it. God damn, was that suck? Those things stink. Undrinkable, borderline
Yeah.
undrinkable.
If you're looking for like local boozy iced teas, stateside vodka iced teas, they're Surfside iced teas, 2 grams of sugar.
Are those local?
Yeah, it's Kensington, baby.
Oh, really? They're
Yeah,
like everywhere. You can buy those
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah, man. Dude, we sell them at Rebel, dude. There's two
Yeah,
grams of sugar in this
you
thing.
can get them
Four
between those fucking lushes drinking 24 of
just
them.
just 24 at a time, man. You got like, I mean, 2 grams of sugar. They're 4% alcohol. I mean, they are finest water.
Fine as water.
Yeah, it's just right off of Aramingo Avenue. You got people
Yeah.
stumbling like the Walking Dead right outside of the facility.
Yeah,
But I
they gotta
mean,
filter out the old Schuylkill whitetails.
dude, and that's a good it's a good local boozy iced tea right there, man. And you're not killing your pancreas with sugar. You're not gonna go diabetic. 2 grams of sugar, 4% alcohol, can't beat it. I mean, if you're gonna drink 24 of them, you're drinking as much sugar as there is in one Red Bull. So are you cracking another beer there?
I'm just getting it prepped. I'm not happy about it, but I'm getting it. Yeah,
You kind of brought up a topic, so I think We might
Yeah,
have to skip the besties here because we have some other stuff to get into. We're
yeah,
looking like we're getting up to it.
yeah. We can bring up the besties next week. We had a little hiccup, and we'll talk about it. I mean, we got some infiltration coming from some bots, and it's just
Yeah, we don't want to say who brought Russia involved in this, but it Hayes
our
boys
memory.
might have infiltrated our voting system.
I was going to say
I'm
our
just gonna
memories
say
are
it out there.
easy of it.
I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna call them out on the podcast right now. Hayes boys might have hired Russia to mess with our voting system.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll talk about it next week. So we have another beer to get into here. Dan, do you have yours ready?
I mean, it's next to me. If I'm still drinking a little bit, I'm enjoying Nugget Nectar, man.
Yeah,
I'm
get
sorry.
into it. You know what I discovered this last beach trip? I'm not huge on like the White Claws or like the hard seltzers in general. Ranch water. Have you had that?
Oh yeah, Ranch Water's been big.
Yeah, ranch
Yeah,
water
like
rules.
yeah, Ranch Water's been like was a fad that like really blew up this summer. We had
Yeah,
some locals that come to Rebel Hill who like swore by it. And it seems to be like this, it was a big thing for the summer. And it's definitely going to make an appearance this year too. Definitely a summer drink for the craft liquor podcast that we're doing right now. Save out, dude. I am just trying to waste time here because I mean, you brought up Ranch Water. I was gonna say, are we gonna go into the topic of punishment beers before we get into this
I feel like
into
that
this
kind of
garbage?
goes. The punishment beers kind of go hand in hand with this next beer.
Tom, this just kill me here. All right. Final thoughts on Nugget. Do we even have to do final thoughts on Nugget Nectar?
No, everybody knows how good Nugget Nectar is. It's just, it's like
If you haven't picked up this year's Nugget Nectar, it is good. It is killing.
It's very good. All right, so we got another one coming up. Courtesy, thank you so much for bringing this to us, Matt. Beer Mule brought us our next beer.
I love the I love the description of this beer.
I hate it so much. I don't want to do this. I don't want to drink it.
I want to watch you drink it.
I don't like the way you said that. I don't want you to drink it. I want to watch you drink it, boy.
Listen, we're gonna drink some Imperial Pilsners. I'm gonna take some pictures, and then you can go home. All right?
Do I have to? All right, everybody. So we are going to be doing American Classic, which what a stupid name for this. By Bradford Brew Station.
Brew Station.
In collaboration with Zippo.
With Zippo, yeah. I mean, this is the hometown of Zippo right here. For all those, not playing the not playing the stream right now. I mean, this looks like lighter fluid. This is a Zippo refill right here.
Yeah.
It's got the exact label that is like the refill bottle for your Zippo.
So
this is proudly brewed in Bradford, Pennsylvania. So
So this Imperial Pilsner has a classic and full body flavor that is sure to stand the rest of time. It's a Pilsner. Yeah, it's 11%.
It's 11% Imperial Pilsner. Tom, you mentioned you wanted to hit crisp enlightenment here.
This isn't crisp. So
Tom, tell me. So, like, you didn't really dive into what crisp enlightenment was. Like, to me, crisp enlightenment was like you were going to be drinking all the pilsners, all the lagers.
No,
like, all of these. Like,
I want to find the finest crispies. I want to reach that nirvana that Vergnügen set gave me.
But isn't that the signature like tasting note of this style, of these styles right here? I mean, I would assume that in Imperial Pilsner, the tasting notes and the overall impression of an Imperial Pilsner
tastes like rubbing alcohol, Dan. This is going to be anti-crisp.
But shouldn't it be crisp to be considered a Pilsner?
No. I don't know why this is considered a Pilsner. Imperial and Pilsner shouldn't go in the same sentence. Or unless I'm tired of drinking these Imperial IPAs, I'm gonna have a Pilsner. That's the only acceptable sentence. Let's crack this lighter fluid and get this shit over with.
Oh, are you ready for it?
I'm not. I'll never be.
All right, crisp
3,
enlightenment.
2, 1. All right,
Oh,
that was a really good crack. Oh, I don't like the smell of it.
I mean, it is perfect marketing to have this beer look like lighter fluid, though. An 11% Imperial Pilsner in a can that looks like lighter fluid.
So we got to guess how much the mule paid for this 4-pack. Well, let's Dan, God save the queen.
40 IBUs, man.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Ugh. Yeah.
Do you see it?
Ugh.
Got a little jiggle. Ready?
Mm-hmm. This stinks. this is not crisp enlightenment, Dan.
What is this? Oh, Tom. Well, Tom, as the crisp enlightenment, tell me what crisp enlightenment means. Like,
I told you, I want crisp. You know what crisp is? It's that nice that like you need it ice cold.
but this is your
Low ABV.
Pilsner.
This is
Tommy,
not my. This is not my Pilsner. I reject this Pilsner. I reject it.
Remember Tom Pilsner 2020 or
This is not.
2021?
No, this is not my Pilsner. This is not my Pilsner.
Not your
No, this is not
Pilsner?
my Pilsner. I did not vote for this Pilsner. Not my Pilsner. I don't know, Steve. You do things that make Jesus cry. That's how you get a Pilsner this high. It stinks. This is horrible. Oh, this is I would rather be waterboarded than drink this.
This is so bad.
It's so sweet for no reason. I feel like they drank it and they're like, this tastes like nail polish remover. Let's dump some sugar in it.
So I'm pulling up the BJ. I'm pulling up the BJCP right now for this. So I want to see what the tasting notes for an Imperial Pilsner are. I don't know if I could keep drinking, Tom.
It's fermented from lighter fluid to get it that high.
Oh my god, I can't.
It's a top 10 worst beer we've had on the podcast. Thank you, Matt. Easily top 10, might be top 5. This is
I've never had a Pilsner knock me back like this before.
I think we've had an Imperial Pilsner that has done it.
I feel like that one was delicious compared to what we're doing right now.
Oh, this is like drinking grain alcohol. Oh, this can should just have 3 X's on it.
Oh yeah, this is like that cartoony bottle.
Yeah,
like 3 X's. Oh, this is. Who is finding it? Where is the? And it's how many? It's only got 8 ratings. So
this is Bradford County. This is weak for them. This is low ABV for them.
Is this what they're drinking when they're leaving like the coal mines or something? I don't know what they do.
Bradford County, they're used to their tub booze, tub wine.
Oh, come on. You gave us the answer.
Yeah, you didn't even let us get it.
I know. We were going to come back to that. Oh.
$10.
$10 for 4 11-ounce, 11% beers.
How many teeth did the bartender have? How many teeth were in the entire tap room?
I will say the head on it's very nice. It's very, decent, rocky head. I mean,
and shut up.
There is a clarity to it too. I mean, Tom, this is definitely your type of Pilsner, right?
Yeah. No, this is. I'm at.
Is this too much crisp to handle right here?
I'm gonna crack a pharmacist. I'm turning my back on the crisp.
He's turning his back on Pilsner so much. He hates this beer so much. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for a hazy IPA. Look at this guy. Oh my god, this is. Whew. I gotta say, Matt, you've certainly outdone yourself with this beer. Oh my god. So, guys, if you're in Bradford, Pennsylvania, you go to the Bradford Brew Station. They look like they have a lot of amazing beers on draft. But do yourself a favor for $10 and for shits and giggles, take 4 friends and drink this beer. This is so bad. I'm taking a picture of it. I have Nugget Nectar peeking out from around the corner of it. Like, why are you drinking this garbage?
I don't have my lighter in the office right now. I don't know where I put it.
I can't. I don't know why I poured
It
more.
won't light. It's
I don't know why.
11%. It won't light.
I don't know why I poured more into the glass. I'm not going to drink it.
That's why I knew I grabbed. There you go. I grabbed the little guy in preparation. This
So
stinks.
Tom, so we got to talking about beers like this. That
Yeah.
I guess that we would consider like punishment beers. You all right, Tom?
I'm going through it right now.
Is everything okay?
I don't know. What is
You have 5 left?
Good God.
How do you have 5 left?
Did you buy 2 4-packs, you savage?
Oh, you psychopath.
Reserve a fantasy football league. We do maybe that's a post stream thing here.
That's a post stream discussion.
Yeah,
this is disgusting. I mean,
I want to throw this beer against the wall, but I'm afraid it's going to peel the paint off the wall.
Who liked this? Like everyone. I don't know. I'm
like going to Spencer's a beer. Yeah. Oh.
He got the furry handcuffs of beer.
Mm-hmm.
The penis straws of beer.
You got the cougar velvet blacklight poster of beer.
He got the fake poop of beers.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is.
I keep trying to go back to it. I can't.
Oh, it's
even like, at it when it was crisp and like really cold. It was like it made me want to throw it back up. Now it's like coming back in like more of like a strong lager, but it is a booziness to it. Like but it's not a booziness I like at all.
Yeah.
This is a shot of bottom shelf right here.
I'm gonna drink the rest of what's in my cup, but the rest of you bound for the drain.
This is
bound for the drain yard.
Yeah, I mean, and this is no slight on Bradford. I mean, I bet I say this to everybody, and I think in the craft beer community, when they don't like certain styles and certain areas of craft beer, is there's a lid for every pot. Mm-hmm. This isn't my lid, so this.
And Dan's playing good cop here, and I'm going to say Bradford, you've sinned against nature. You've done a disservice to us all. We're all less intelligent for trying this beer. May God help us all.
Well, Tom, I'm playing good cop, but for the sake of us wanting to promote beers as punishment beers, but still be, copacetic with breweries, I'm sure Bradford's got great beers. I'm sure there's great beers on their menu.
Doubt it.
I'm sure this one is just not going to be good. I mean, no brewery is going to repost our punishment beer segments if we're going to trash the brewery as a whole. I bet there is some good beer there, and I bet the Beer Mule had some good beers there. This is probably not one of them for me. I'm sorry.
Well, let's look at their untapped here. Dan, so you brought up we talked about this. Come on, growl. Fucking obsessed with growlers, bro. What what an archaic means of transporting beer.
The taproom beers were decent. Yeah, I mean, see, like I think punishment beers, we should look at in terms of things like, hey, this is a wacky beer. We're gonna try it. I'm not gonna shit on a brewery about it, but this is gonna be just fun and wacky to talk about. Fun and
Um,
wacky to talk about. 11% Pilsner right here. This is just just bonkers. Like, why would you do this?
I hate it so much. This it's filling me with rage that I've been trying to bottle up for the past
You
couple
spot him on a
months.
shelf in the back. Did you? I gotta ask Matt. Matt, did you blow dust off of them?
Yeah, when were these brewed? Is there a date on the can?
Oh shit! There's. Okay, never mind.
Oh, the owner and CEO, Tammy.
Oh, yours has Tammy. Mine just says like Zippo 22 Bradford, PA,
No,
brewed in
uh,
USA.
no, over here on the side.
I just saw Tammy. Hey,
Tammy,
Tammy.
owner and CEO. Bradford Brew Station has a chief executive officer.
Yo, Tammy. Tammy is the name of the bartender that would hand me an 11% Imperial Pilsner.
I have a feeling Tammy is employee one of three. She's
Oh.
coined herself
I don't know, man.
CEO, chief
Some of
executive
this,
officer.
some of the sips just oof. I don't know
I'm
why I
done.
keep going back to it. I think it's like
I'm checked out on it. I
because
finished
we're.
mine.
Is
It's
there any way?
too much Chris
I,
to handle, Dan. 11% is too much.
this is bad. This is really bad.
Dan, let's talk about punishment beers and get out of here.
Okay, yeah. We started talking about it here. So, like, Tom, you're gonna be doing your video game stream.
Yeah, Tommy Hawk Pro Drinker is going to be going on Thursday.
So, Tommy Hawk Pro Drinker couldn't quite land the Casper flip in 8th grade. So we got video game Tom here. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
when
Are you
Christ there.
showing up?
Christ there every time.
Who are you going after? Who are you going against?
Well, right now, so I'm playing Tony Hawk Underground, Thug for short. We got through like the tutorial of like how to do things. Because we switched gears halfway through the stream. And we ended stream trying to beat Eric. Because you go through the tutorial and then Eric's like, hey, beat me, beat my high score. And it's very difficult. And it took me a lot of
what is the high score to beat?
it varies because he's just always one step ahead of you.
Okay. So what has been like the ballpark that you've had to beat?
He's typically like 2 to 4,000 ahead of me. Like without
No.
any mistakes, like he's at like if I'm at like 14,000 points, he's at like 16 or 17,000 points.
Oh wait, so you go first and then he has to beat it?
No. We do it at the same time.
Okay. So like I mean when he finishes, what is usually like his high
It's on my
score
back.
every time?
It's usually on my back.
It's usually on your back.
Yeah, that's when he finishes. No, you're both your scores are on the screen at the same time, and it's
Yeah. No, I get that, but like where is he usually like on average where is he landing?
like around like 16, 17,000.
All right, so 16 or 17,000 is what you have to beat.
Right.
And
I
how
think it's
many minutes?
rigged. I think it's like a minute and a half or something like that.
You got a minute and a half to get.
Yeah.
I mean, so you're getting what, like between 2 to 3,000 in a line if you combo grinds and
There's
manuals.
no line. There's no line to combo because we're just in a bowl.
Okay, so you're doing
It's
flip
a lot of vert
grab
shit.
variations,
Yeah. Yeah, so
but
it
you
like, what
can
I was gonna
land
do
manual in Tony Hawk
yeah,
to
that's what
to the
I
other
have to
side.
that's the thing. I have to get good at landing a revert into a
Damn,
manual.
here comes my veteran Tony Hawk like
Yeah,
knowledge coming in here. I'm just like my grizzled veteran here. I'm like, listen, man, if you want to beat this son of a bitch, I got it for you, dude.
I have to land revert into manual, and then I have to go manual up to and, like, try and take my momentum into manual, up the ramp, hit another trick, and then come out of it. It's like, I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried, like, spamming the vert tricks. I've tried doing, what do you call it? When you do, like, the stalls on the vert there. I've tried
Stalls.
grinding. Yeah, I've tried, like, comboing tricks. It
You
just
gotta do some flip in, flip out shit, dude. So
yeah,
like you want to flip grab, like
I
gotta get those
tried that. It
and
was
flip grab spin, dude.
non-stuff,
I
non-stuff.
thought I thought you had to beat his high score in like an alleyway and it was like the spines and you had to keep going up and
No.
over them.
No, that's, like, part of the tutorial.
Oh, okay.
It just teaches you how to do that. And you
It's been
can
a
even
long
s
time since I've oh god, this nugget nectar is just washing away that travesty that we just
we
drank.
you can spine transfer into another bowl, and I've tried that.
There you go,
Nothing,
dude.
nothing. Like, I've tried it. So, I've thought about, for this week I took last week off. Um, I'm really trying to bounce back from the thrashing that, Eric put on me. Um, I'm trying to I so next week, I think we're gonna start off going up against Eric, and if I can't beat him first run with reverts and manuals, um, I'm gonna have a punishment beer.
Punishment beer was probably the best idea you've had about this gaming stream since you started it. And I was like, yes, punishment beers. This is where we get interesting.
Yeah. So, I have a beer in mind. I don't know if I'm gonna bring it up right away, but so, yeah, I think we're moving forward, we'll start doing
I got a beer in mind. And I got a
well,
guy who I could get it from.
yeah, Jesus Christ, he's got 5 more left. Um, I will
I
need
think Shotgun Friday is gonna be an Imperial Pilsner for Tom.
I will need, we're gonna need to figure out, like, a system of, like, how do we choose, how do we choose our punishment beers? Like, and then, we've talked about doing high, you laugh, you lose.
Yeah, I mean, I think like for you, Tom, definitely like styles that are a punishment for you, but also like high ABVs that are a punishment for you as well. I think
Yeah,
I think punishments for this should not like negatively impact the brewery really, but like just like hey, this isn't my style. They make great beers, but like I'm gonna hate every moment of drinking this.
right. Yeah, no, I agree. And I think we should put it out, like, it'll be available to, like, put it out to the people, like, "Hey,
Yeah,
what do you think of punishment beer? Like, what's a good punishment beer for us or for me?" Um,
and I think
because I'm
the
thinking this
way you
runs
drink
the,
it too should I think the manner in which you drink it is also part of punishment
Th
because
alright, we'll just like, throw a softball up there, Dylan, Jesus Christ. It's
yeah,
an
I
easy
mean,
one.
that's low hanging fruit.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm saying in the manner in which you drink it, maybe shotgunning a smoothie sour. Because I mean, Tom, you've drank smoothie.
I'm gonna blow apart the west wing of my house.
You're gonna I mean,
Like,
obviously you've drank
once
a
that
smoothie sour before.
yeah.
Now your shotgunning one is your punishment.
Yeah, as soon as the key pierces that can, it's gonna explode, I'm gonna lose a couple fingers.
Tom, this is all gonna come back to me like tenfold in the summer when I do skateboarding and trying to do tricks, and I'll just do punishment beers on that. I can't land it, I'm gonna have to drink it. So I
Hey,
will be beating my mental Eric in trying to learn how to skateboard again because I took a whole summer off.
there you go, Matt. I don't know if those would be punishment beers. I might enjoy a pickle beer.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Levante pickle beer, I don't know if you saw that. looks spectacular. It's a pickle pilsner.
As a fan of picklebacks, I don't think pickle beer would really phase me.
Yeah, exactly. Like a pickle pilsner, I am
We've had
all
no.
for.
We've had a pickle beer on the podcast. We had that Christmas pickle
Oh yeah, who
goza.
did that?
Yeah, and that beer ruled.
Who did that beer? Was it Sterling Pig?
No, it was that was an that was
That was a
a
Tavor.
that was a
That was a
Tavor beer.
yeah. That was a
Yeah,
Tavor special.
that was a Tavor beer.
Oh man. Here we go.
Jesus God. All right. Punishment beer, aka
This is
send
what I'm
Tom to the ER beer.
this is what I'm talking about. I mean, Tom, if you can't beat Eric, this is
Good
what's
God.
gonna happen. Shotgun and bourbon
Well,
barrel aged stout.
so I have my beer picked out already for this episode. But we'll put it out there for future streams.
Yeah, for future streams, guys, join me in the comments because I'm just going to sit there and critique Tom. Oh,
and
heavily
that's
on Tony Hawk.
and that's only available on Twitch, twitch.tv/bestbestfriendspod, twitch.tv/bestbestfriendspod. I try to do it Thursdays around like 8:30.
Tom, if you can't beat Eric's high score and move forward, I'm going to enter the gaming stream. I'm going to come out of retirement. I'm going to come out the glass breaking. I'm going to come in like Stone Cold.
Honestly, I'd love to see it. The cocksuredness and bravado, and Dan comes in and ends up breaking my controller on the floor when he can't do it after the 14th try.
Oh man, Tony Hawk, man. Tony Hawk, it ignites something in me. I become a game master when it comes to Tony Hawk. Everything else, I'm terrible at. Tony Hawk, that's my bread and butter.
If you say so, Dan. I have a couple like I'm excited to I'm gonna get through this one. I have a couple games already lined up. Like I have a couple ideas already lined up to for the next stream. We have NCAA football. We could build a dynasty. I got Hot Wheels Unleashed. Man, we could build tracks. We could take on the world.
What about 007 slaps only?
Well, so
Goldeneye, just go in there.
that's tough because now while I could do that, it's a multiplayer game, and it's it's like a couch multiplayer game. I would need like you or somebody else. We need a couple people in the same room.
So we'd
That's the
have to
only
set up
issue.
on. I mean, we'd have to set up like a wide angle camera on the couch, and I'll just sit there and like slap.
Oh, we
I would
could
just
do it in the office because I could just do it as an emulator. But
yeah.
yeah, we would need to set that up where you could come over to do that. I mean, there's Switch games. I mean, I have a bunch, man. I could do a whole WWE storyline. There's so many. The possibilities are endless.
Oh, the rules for a rattlesnake. Oh man, that'd be an awesome one.
Man, we
I
could.
gotta build a character.
I don't think Matt was on our on my last gaming stream. My Tony Hawk character, Chris P. Boy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the Tony Hawk character. I think all the
I'm so
audio
glad Justin is enjoying a nice hazy IPA while he's enjoying our stream here. Just warms my heart. Man, we're a little bit over time right now.
Yeah. And I think everybody's just tired of hearing us go on about a game stream. Guys, thank you for joining us. Yeah. Of course you love the name. I stole it. It was grand theft there. Guys, give us a follow. All social media at Best Friends Pod. That's at Best Friends POD. You can check out the full stream, the full stream recap or the replay on YouTube. It's under the live section. youtube.com/at best friends pod. That's youtube.com/at best friends pod. We already went over the Twitch, twitch.tv/best friends pod, twitch.tv/best friends pod. Yeah, go follow us on all that. Yeah, join us every week, same time every week.
Come hang out. Have a
yeah.
couple beers with us.
Tuesdays
It's a
at
Tuesday
7,
night. You
Tuesdays
had a
at
hell
8.
of a Monday. We're just trying to hang out. Make
Tuesdays
Tuesdays great again, guys.
Yeah. Tuesdays at 8, Thursdays at 8:30 for the game stream. I usually put it up on the Instagram. But guys, thank you for joining us. Stream watchers, thank you for sticking around. Audio, get on stream. Stop being losers. And it's not goodbye forever. It's just Best Friends podcast episode 148.
I'll give you $10 to finish the rest of my stange of this Imperial Pilsner right now.
Absolutely not.
We out.
See you. All right, audio's done. So, I did, Dylan. Who the fuck goes to the movies anymore? I didn't even know movie theaters were a real thing anymore.
Dude, I wouldn't trash Dylan. He looks like he could just squeeze both of our heads at like a grape and just smash them.
No, Dylan, I think is like George from is it George or Lenny from Of Mice and Men? Which one was the big dumb galoot?
Damn, come on, man.
No. Listen. I'm not calling him retarded. Just listen. Hear me out. Was it Lenny?
Yeah, it was Lenny.
Yeah. He's like he's big and muscular, but he's very sweet. I don't think he would actually hurt somebody.
His emo costume at Broken Goblet was absolutely adorable. But he is a big dude, and he'll fucking pound us into the ground like a tent stake if he had to fight us.
Probably. But yeah, Beer Mule brought up I don't know, I can't find it. Fantasy punishment. So I thought we're gonna keep the fantasy league going next year.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes. I feel like we need to start. We I don't think either of us are. So we're good. We're good in Dylan's mind.
This guy's just balls deep in like fucking Canadian hockey. I swear to God.
Dude loves Calgary. Dude loves the
fucking
Calgary.
We got a D-Gem from up country over here. It's just balls deep in Canadian hockey.
So we have the fantasy football league. We've discussed a couple things. I think we're doing keeper league. So I think we're doing keepers next year.
That's gonna be a tough one for me, man. I don't know.
It's a tough one for a lot of people to keep one player and then just give up everybody else for the draft.
I gotta see how the playoffs go to see who I'm gonna keep.
So I thought maybe do we institute certain things? Do we start small and institute a loser's punishment?
I do like the idea of loser's punishment. So like the lowest tier. I mean, who was the lowest in the league? Was that Justin?
My guess would go with Justin. I think that's pretty safe.
It's a pretty safe bet.
Let's see.
I'd have to look at the
I'm looking at the league right now. I got rid
of the app because I was tired of all the updates and notifications.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. Let me see.
I'll just bring it back for next year. Oh man, I'm still looking at Bradford Brew Station's beer list, and I mean, only like 63 beers, but I mean, all of them look like something I would drink. So
So yes, Justin just he was head and shoulders the worst team in the league.
All right, so we have to get
He finished. By the way, he finished 311. So the amber is the color of his energy. um, yeah, I think next year I feel like we need to figure out some kind of punishment for the low hanging fruit there. Um, stuff. Um,
we didn't get a
so
yes or no. He could be returning. I think last I talked to him, I think things are gonna. I think cooler heads are gonna prevail. I think we're gonna
yeah,
we're gonna mend some fences, guys. Don't worry.
we'll
The
see.
the whole league is coming back.
We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna put a vote up because some things transpired. We'll figure some things out off mic. Um, but I was thinking, like, do we? Is there a way to either decide draft order? Is there a way to get people together? Like, if we could do like everybody runs a 40-yard dash, and then that's how draft order is decided. Um,
Want to do that?
that's a little difficult. It's a little difficult.
I was gonna say of our group, I think Richie's got us on the 40-yard. I can't think of anyone else who's got us on the 40-yard.
I don't know, man. Richie's
Richie's small, man, but he looks muscular. He looks like he doesn't smoke. He probably takes a 40
I'm not
yard.
I'm not gonna I don't want to slander Richie on the podcast. I'll just say, like,
I say he's quick. He's a quick guy. I'm just saying he's fast. He looks fast. I
I
say he
think
takes us all to 40 yard.
I would say, if we did it today, I would think I would think Matt would take it.
You think?
I think
Oh yeah, I
I
guess
think
yeah.
Matt would take
Matt,
it.
yeah.
But
Ah,
by the
But
next draft, he's going to have a year of dadhood under him. And Dan,
yeah, I was gonna say
we know what
Matt's
a year of dadhood does to a body.
dude. I mean, I had some pretty good times on the last 5K. I did a year ago, but I probably wouldn't have those times now.
Yeah,
A year, yeah.
the first year of dadhood, it'll take its toll.
I'm not saying the first year, man. I'm saying the later years have taken the toll, man.
Really? I'd
I
like
would
to
say,
I mean, the first year was that's what yeah, I felt like the biggest spike was in the first year.
yeah, I would say that, but I feel like I took more time. Like there was a lot more like napping and sleeping
Those will
time.
stop. Those will stop, Matt.
Yeah, I would say like he's a runner, but is he a sprinter? We're doing a 40-yard dash.
Oh, but yeah,
Like,
but he would pace us.
yeah. So I mean, he's got running, but man, the later years. Oh, I don't know, Dylan. You big upper body.
Yeah, but what happens when you lose next year?
These hips don't lie, man. I'm gonna come in.
Um, yeah, we got to figure out a punishment. I was also thinking. I talked to Ryan about this. Our glorious league champion.
Yeah, he is. He's been silent. He's been silent.
Yeah, I mean, he took the high road. I told him to come in and as a hop in the chat and really, you've been silent all year. Come in and really just puff your chest out. And uh he suggested we do a live draft.
Oh,
Figure out somewhere to do a live draft. He said at my house, and I promptly said no. I don't want you degenerates at my domicile. Um, but yeah, he suggests a live draft. I think we could make that happen.
I think we can definitely
Since
make
we have
that
the
happen.
league already all set up, like if we start like planning things out early in in advance. Maybe we rent out the conference room at the Victory Tap Room, and
Richie, if you're listening.
yeah, we eat some chicken nachos and pick some players.
Yeah, I want those. What were those meatballs we had there? Oh, the
I
meatballs.
forget
Were they the
those
brisket
the chicken
meatballs?
nachos.
What were they? They were
Yeah,
like
something like that. Short rib
they were
meatballs.
short. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, the food at Victory Tap Room in Philly is ridiculous. Um, but yeah, I was thinking live draft and a punishment for the loser, and possibly if we could put it to a vote, because I'm a gracious commissioner. I like to run a democracy, and put things up to a vote. Um, maybe we up the dues and we get some kind of winner's prize, like a belt or a trophy of some sort.
Ooh, I like it.
You know, like a
Like
maybe
a trophy would be awesome. We'd have to get a really good top for it. Trying to
like
think
a
of
one
like a
of the
really
like a
good
bowling trophy, but it just says
yeah.
league champion.
But we have to have a good statue on top of it.
Yeah, I mean they make
Victory
them
Jenkintown would actually be
human
a
town or
really
human robot
yeah.
human town.
Yeah, in
We
Jenkintown,
could probably make that happen.
we should definitely consider that spot too.
I feel like somewhere in the Philly area is like the easiest place for everybody to meet.
I just I wanna get us all together and I wanna pull out a doll and just ask Justin where on the doll we hurt him. Because like he came in with such a confidence that he was like, "Yeah, I'm in like
Oh
6 other
man,
leagues." And I'm like,
yeah,
Justin just got annihilated.
yeah. I mean, as one of his wins, I can't say much, but
Oh,
he
yeah.
he was kind of a stepping stone for most of. I think I got one of his like 2 plus 100 point games.
Yeah, you were like one of his best games.
Yeah, I think I was his best game. He played against me. Um, but yeah, yeah, I don't know what happened. Justin got wrecked by injuries. Uh, he tried to make up for it with trades, but that didn't work out. There's always one. There's always one in fantasy, and it could be anybody next year. It could be
It's anybody's
anybody.
game, guys.
Yeah. I mean, Hop Thief came in all sure of his. He came in with his charts and his graphs, and
I
he
I
was
was
doing
gonna
that.
s
And he got bounced in the first round. He got the Vikings treatment.
I was gonna say, like, him and I had, like, the biggest climb, though. No, it was actually me and Ryan had the biggest, like, our projection ugh, I can't believe you're still drinking it. The biggest projection versus, like, where we landed. I think it was it Ryan and I had, like, the
I
biggest, like,
Yeah.
rise.
So you were weird because um I don't think you didn't draft Tony Pollard, did you?
No, I got him later, a
Yeah.
lot later. He
Yeah.
was just hanging there, and I went, "I'm gonna take you."
Yeah. That was I mean, you got Tony Pollard in a 2 equal split system. I mean, Zeke went down, so you kind of benefited from that. And then I mean, you drafted Jalen Hurts, which ended up being a steal because he was crazy for you.
Oh, yeah, like, Herbert saw a lot of dust on my bench, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
Herbert started out the
he's
season
not see
strong, and then you were just like, I have to start Hurts. I have
yeah,
to.
he's not seeing the li I was gonna say, I was like, "Herbert is not seeing the light of day." The
Yeah.
Chargers have failed. They are garbage, and, I mean, goddamn, the fucking Jacksonville took them out.
Yeah, their coach is just he's the worst. One maybe the worst coach in the league.
I
Um,
think Tampa Bay's coach is worse.
Todd Bowles?
Yeah.
No. As a head coach, he's not good, but Justin Fraudbert. Now it's their team is so talented that Brandon Staley the whole year has been holding that team back. Brandon Staley's such a bad coach. It's unbelievable. There's few head coaches I think I would put. I think Todd Bowles is a better head coach than him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The whole time he's just looking like he just saw a car accident, making that face like every time, every time fucking Brady
I
fucked up.
mean
He's
I
just
mean
over there on the sidelines like
I mean the guy um has a 45-year-old quarterback. It just I mean he's don't get me wrong. Todd Bowles is not a good head coach. He's better than Brandon Staley.
man.
Yeah. Um Hey Dan, some company named Jugoth wants us to wear their jewelry.
Oh, Jugoth, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Jugoth.
For reals?
Yeah. So what I'm seeing. Um yeah, I got a message that Barry Ches wanted to send us a message, but I don't know where it's at.
Oh, it's it. Oh, he must have sent it to us
Facebook
via
Messenger.
Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. There he is. 10% Tuesday tired hands. Oof. All right. All right, Barry Ches. Um, yeah, let's
Oh
wrap this
man,
thing up.
Barley want. Oh, he's getting
Yeah.
it in. Cheers, cheers, Chaz.
Yeah, he's been going hard on the tired hands lately. I've been seeing his posts.
Hey, he just got a fat stack from them. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean I'm excited for next season of the fantasy football league. Having everybody all or at least a vast majority of players returning. Seems like everybody wants to return. And then just figuring out we got to figure out the draft. Like, do we go off of records?
You know,
Does
man,
Justin get first? We got a
we
whole
got a whole
summer to
year.
figure that out.
We got a
Yeah.
whole summer to figure this out, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, I've got Nugget Nectar on the brain. Barry Chesbrough Vikings Valhalla, and I've got a whole evening of Vikings Valhalla ahead of me. So, man,
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to close things down.
All the
Oh,
chat
hold
for
it.
brackets in March.
Ooh, shit! Brackets in March. We doing March
Yeah.
Madness?
Yeah. If there's one thing Dan is well versed in, it's college basketball.
Yep,
So
exactly.
his
As a 5'4", mid-30s gentleman.
here's the thing though, with those brackets, we could show Dan just a list of either team names or team logos, and you could pick out the ones that you like and end up winning. Like
Yeah, exactly.
it's so
I'll I'll
ridiculous.
I'll just make the I'll just make it like I did for this fantasy league.
But yeah,
I
guys.
picked out names I liked. Tony
um,
Pollard sounded cool.
yeah, mostly nonsense. Yeah. Yeah, guys, thank you for sticking with us for the after portion. Um, hop in Thursday for Tommy Hawk Pro Drinker. And
Get in the chat with me so we can shit talk Tom.
yeah, and if not, we'll see you next Tuesday. It's gonna be next Tuesday. It's gonna be a weird one potentially.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be weird.
Different one. Well,
Oh
different
yeah,
one. Yeah, might be out of state.
it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, we'll see. All right,
We'll
guys.
see.
We'll catch you next week. See you.
See you.